Today's 23rd of May, market open negative but managed to find traction and move up, close at its high of 14.3322. Now this is just 2 points shy of this previous high here of 3324, which is our immediate resistance. Now this move itself is actually considered weak because we don't see a noticeable increase in volume. In order to take out this resistance, we must see a significant increase in volume, otherwise it's difficult to actually hold above that level. Our immediate support is actually at this level here, which is at 3276. The more significant support is over here, the pivot low here, which coincides with this gap. This is at 3240. Let's take a look at the US market. This is S&P 500s. Managed to actually break this resistance here, making new high. Now on the weekly chart, it is quite evident that actually this appeared to be a temporary pause after run up, and this is perfectly normal usually after breaking a previous high. So if we actually trade in this manner over the next few weeks, this is perfectly healthy. If you notice this week itself, the volume is actually quite low. We have 2 more sessions to go. So if it remains low, this is just indication of rest. The upward move still remain intact. Likewise, if you take a look at the NYS, rather Nasdaq, we do have similar patterns. Again, if you take a look over here, we do have very good range, and over here the range kind of drop off. So it's actually after this huge bar, we are trading out a small bar with 2 more days to go. So again, it's more likely to pull back, and this previous resistance here, which is now providing support. This is 10-year Treasury yield. Mentioned in the previous videos regarding this break, it's likely to actually test the lower channel line, and this is what happens. If you notice, on 2 occasions it was not able to close well, and we do have a reversal bar here. So it does indicate that this is likely to actually move down. Breaking this low is a confirmation that actually is likely to trend downward, and this is generally positive for equity market. This is Brent crude. It's actually trading sideways, mirroring whatever happens on the left side. Now usually after a move like this, this is perfectly normal for it to actually normalize, and we are biased towards the downside. It is now currently trading between $81 to $84, and we'd like to see whether you can eventually break the $81. So this will be generally healthy. It does, as crude oil is one of the main inflation driver, so that will actually provide impetus for the Federal Reserves to actually loosen by its monetary policy. Let's turn attention to our local markets. Mentec. Now many of the healthcare stocks have actually similar move, and this happens on the 15th of May, followed by pullback, and here we have a rabbit head setup, broke out today. Look for pullback here and look for new setups to go along. UG Healthcare, again quite similar move after this extension bar. There's a pullback, this is a contraction breakout. Stock closed very well at its high. Look for pullback and look for a new setup. Now reverse stop and top glove has a slightly different pattern. This is top glove. After extension bars, stock actually trades sideways. At this point in time, we have a contraction setup. Bar high here is at 375. Reverse tone. Again, at this point in time, we have a contraction setup. Bar high here is at 985. We'll prefer to actually take a look at this level here. This appears to be more important than the tail here, and this level here is at about 955. Turn our attention to the bank, DBS. Mentioned before, the bank is probably better to look at the weekly charts. Very nice run-ups, trading a series of sideways bar. This is a contraction setup. Bar high here is at $36. Notice the huge daylight. It is alright if the stock continue to trade sideways. OCBC. Stock has a small deeper setup. bar high here is at 14.55. Mentioned before that UOB is probably more challenging because we do have resistance over here. Alright, and now even breaking this resistance, we do have these congestion areas to contend with. So UOB is probably less preferred among these three bank stocks. Samudara Shipping. Mentioned in the previous video that the stock is actually testing the upper channel line of a broadening channels, and today it trade along the doji, a sign of uncertainty, likely to actually pull back from here. Yangzijiang. Now mentioned the previous video, stock is actually at the support. So this is the support levels, and managed to actually bounce off today with extra wide range bound and increased volume. I'd like to see how you actually follow through. We do have this behavior before. Now over here we do see the lack of strength, because first the stock actually clustered together, the bar clustered together, and the volume didn't increase significantly. So I would like to actually observe what happens. So this is unhealthy, and that's the reason why we see these deep retracements. So if the volume does pick up significantly, and we can look for setups to actually go long. Otherwise, we just have to be more cautious. Centurion. Very strong move followed by pullback. This is a small deeper setup. Bar high here is at 5.56 cents. Broadway. This is a less discussed stocks because of low liquidity. But notice actually the volume does pick up recently. We'd like to ride on this momentum, look for pullback, and look for a new setup. Just remember that this is a penny stocks.